So as I was saying, as you can get Leon Soul Stones in Grand Arena, you could get him here, and you would have 30 Soul Stones maybe ready by the next 2 weeks, and you could get him to summon the hero. And Leon is amazing against Kira teams because she hits all enemies. Leon will charm her and charm any other hero. Just make sure that the heroes you have on your team aren't area of effect damage heroes, only single target heroes. So Leon is amazing with single target heroes in your team. Next we have Pepy. Now Pepy I haven't looked too much into, but she is actually quite a good hero, and she is most commonly paired with Cleaver. And to beat Cleaver Pepy, you must use Aurora Pepy. So she is quite good later game as well. She deals magic damage to each rival, stunning, blinding, or slowing them for 6 seconds. So she can do either, which is really diverse, especially when you might have a magic or a physical team. She casts a shield sphere on ally for 4 seconds. Whenever a shielded ally receives damage, the sphere damages nearest rivals. So now because Cleaver hits himself, he will receive damage, and she will deal damage back to the person nearest properly. Casts a beam that damages and stuns the nearest rival for 3 seconds, which will normally be the tank. This will hit the tank again. Frolic gains a chance to deal double or quadruple damage. There. So this can deal double or quadruple damage. So this will damage maybe 10%. It could deal 30% now, or 40%. That is quite good damage. Now Marcus will heal himself, the lowest enemy, which normally would be him, and he'll cast a shield that allows the lowest enemy to not be hit by anything, even pure damage, and they will heal while they have that shield. So he's an amazing hero, but quite situational in sometimes. Artemis you can get, so I won't look into her because she actually isn't an amazing hero. She isn't a good damage dealer, not very good. Ginger is an amazing hero. Many people use her. However, I wouldn't say she's the best. I wouldn't say you should invest in her for your maybe top 10. Fox. Fox is an amazing control hero. So when that enemy is just putting off way too much damage and you need to control them, you need to stop them. She can deal very good, damage. She can blind heroes. So that will stop your heroes from... So as you might have seen in my buffs and debuffs video, what blind does. If you haven't, you might need to go check out. It stops physical damaging heroes, so she'll be good against maybe Kark teams sometimes, not all the time. You have shoots the nearest target 6 times, which will normally be the tank. Heavy caliber stuns the target for 5 seconds, so this will now stun the target even better. And I don't think it depends on level, but if any of these heroes have them at 130, none of their skills are stoppable. Orion you can get. Now, Ratkin you might not be able to get, but she's very good against Kark teams, and she does so much stun damage. She can really control a team, just stunning them. The stun is much, if you haven't seen my buff video, go check it out. She can deal, stun just stops the enemy from doing anything, and this helps in your team with just getting attacked too much. Chabba, as I've said, you can get him, but I wouldn't really invest in him too much. Who else haven't I looked at? Okay. So that's the heroes done. Now I need to advise you on what team I would advise you to get. So the team that I would advise you to get is, depending on the heroes that you already have leveled, are very different. Now you might have Yasmin leveled. So with a Yasmin team, she is particularly vulnerable against Helios. So if you have an Isaac on your team, and you are going to make a Yasmin team, that is perfect. Plug in Isaac and Yasmin together, and Helios, say bye to her face. His face, I should say. Say bye to his face, because Isaac will be constantly... Isaac has to be at least green ability. Isaac will constantly be taking out that damage from Yasmin and applying it to his charge, which will be amazing. So a Yasmin team with Isaac works well. Then we have an undead team. As we can see, Corvus and Morrigan. An undead team work perfectly. So now, if you don't have Corvus and Morrigan and you want to work an undead team, because they are actually really good, I would say go for this team. I was about to go for an undead team, but I just wanted something a bit more fantastic. I wanted something that let off a bit more damage quickly, maybe critical hits. That is why I went for Kark. But if you like a team that can be most